So we are back with Andor. We're going to be watching episodes 4, 5, and 6. The last 3 episodes were like a bit slow, but still good. Obviously, it's kind of a slow burn series, which, I don't mind. I think they have the best payoff. It was kind of just obviously setting the scene, setting the tone a bit. So I'm excited to get into it. So I also had a few comments, and people want me to talk about the scene that happened with Biggs, because apparently it's caused some controversy. So it's obviously a delicate subject to talk about, but obviously this is just my opinion. And there is a conversation happening online about scenes that contain sexual assault and how they're pretty much most of the time completely unnecessary. They do way too much, they show too much, and they're mainly used as shock factor. And even like Game of Thrones is my favorite series, but like it's guilty of doing that. And I don't like seeing it. I don't like it when I watch Game of Thrones, like I have to skip those scenes. And and there are some times where it's like, check the director's hard drive, because like it's too much. And I'm one of the few people that saw the broomstick scene in 13 Reasons Why before that got taken out, and it's too much, and it sometimes does feel just like disrespectful. But to me, the scene from last episode, like I wouldn't group it in with those type of scenes. I mean, obviously it didn't happen. Thankfully, they killed the guy before he got to. And yeah, I can understand why people might not want that. Like, Star Wars hasn't shown that side. Obviously, most of the time it's because it is very kid-friendly or family-friendly, where Andor is obviously darker. And it did catch me off guard. Like, as soon as the guy, we saw him for the first time, I did get that vibe. But I didn't think obviously that would happen. Like, I'm like, oh, he's gonna obviously make her uncomfortable, he'll be a creep, whatever. As soon as he arrives at the house, I'm like, no, okay, they're gonna go in that direction. But I don't know, it's one of those where like I'm not arguing against people who don't want to see these scenes. Like, it's understandable, and I agree. But to me, that scene just didn't, like, I wouldn't group it in with those. And I guess you could argue that it was a little bit like, obviously I've not watched the next 3 episodes, but it probably is kind of unnecessary in the sense that I don't think, I might be proven wrong, that it is going to affect the story too much. And I think obviously it was just to show how evil the Empire are, which is something that we already know. But yeah, that was why I don't think, if they had done it and it was like done in bad taste, then I definitely would have said something. But for me, it was like okay, it didn't, like I said, it didn't feel disrespectful, and it didn't feel like, I don't know if disrespectful is the right word, but you know what I mean. Like, like I said, some series and films, it's like it's too much, whereas I feel like they did it in a way that is still, I don't know. I'd be interested to know what other people think. I haven't seen, if it wasn't for the fact that people pointed it out in the comments, I wouldn't know that there's some controversy around the scene. I just know that, like, this is a topic that people talk about a lot. So I haven't heard, like, people actually referring specifically to this scene, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's just get into it. 1 year later. Okay, it's a bit of a time jump there. Okay, I was gonna ask if this is a nightmare.
He told me everything. I know you wanted him to live, but Cassian said he'd seen your faces, so... You tried. Oh, I forgot to ask his name. Might be a bit late now. Everyone has their own rebellion. Right?
Honestly, what she's had to go through is just horrible. I wonder if we'll get to see other characters' reactions to Cassian and his sacrifice, or if everyone else is going to be dead before that. Cyril I just look at his face and I get angry. Like, again, no offense to the actor, it's because of obviously his acting and that, but honestly, he's just so unlikable. Like, just the way he walks and he just moves around, like, it's just irritating. Where is he?
I can barely see you.
Turn it. Mother? The other way?
It's the connection.
It looks like she's keeping a promise then.
It's an Imperial signal. It should be fine.
Where are you?
I am in my office.
Requesting a transfer, I hope.
I like it here.
I think you've got spiders in your brain. Or whatever those things are called. The wet...
Oh, he's on that planet.
It's hardly the provinces.
What it is, hardly, is Coruscant. You were here. I fixed it. You'd made it back. People died trying for a desk at headquarters.
And then they die at those desks.
You were here, Cyril. You'd found a woman actually willing to make a life with you. And you just walk away.
Oh, they're not together then.
I'm assuming you won't be visiting.
They won't get another credit of mine. I'm not buying Gorman again. I'm sick of it. They were always too good for the rest of us.
You are watching too much Imperial news.
My opinions were well established before you relocated.
These are decent people.
Cyril, I have met some Gormans.
Does he not know the plan that they have for them?
Those holodrops, this mockery of Emperor Palpatine. You must have seen them. How could you not? Scandalous.
It's propaganda. Mother, you're being sold these ideas.
My poor boy. Your gullibility is breathtaking.
All this anti-Gormanism, it's not just talk anymore. We're getting new directives every month, and people are getting hurt.
I'm here. I see what I see. This place is hardly a threat to the Empire.
Am I seeing Cyril redeem himself?
I have spiders to count.
Same time next week.
Yeah, this is starting to sound too real. This is starting to sound like the last few episodes, the things that they were talking about, things that they were doing, is like, this is literally, it's too real. I mean, it always has been, but you know what I mean. But this.
I have spiders to count.
Same time next week.
Otero fick vapet. Prøver det bord, Dinex.
Lubivex préchu.
Du mij prakatan.
Bitoemaj laiprit.
Highlands, lobby quad. Tu mat vulnash lama. Nash cum smat do pelug. Dilam cum scam.
Why do they sound French? This is supposed to be like the equivalent of France.
I can't sleep, you can't shop. The mission is dinner. I think we can handle it.
Okay.
Are they together now, or are they just still friends?
Anything else today?
No. We're good.
What is that? So this is why the Empire didn't like them. I like them as well. As in, they don't like them, but I do.
What do you want?
You're right. You're not a tourist. Perhaps you wish to know more about where you live. There's a candy inside, with information on the wrapper.
Was it... Did I say something last season? I think I did. That Cyril, at some point, might realise that he's fighting on the wrong side. Because at the end of the day, he's just a guy who's passionate about what he does, which is... There's nothing wrong with that. It's just because he was doing it for the wrong side. But if he might actually get to see, because of where he is now, that he was fighting for the wrong side, he might actually redeem himself.
Who else stays here? You ever think about that?
No one's been here while we were gone.
We should see if we can leave stuff. we're gonna keep coming back.
I'll ask him.
What are you gonna tell him?
About what?
About what happened on the mission? The soldier?
The soldier we saw in her nightmare?
It had to be done. There's nothing else to say. Hey, he was a threat. He was a soldier. Biggs, you put on the uniform, you take your chances. We're in a war. Not everybody knows it yet, but it's happening. People die.
I wonder if he knew.
Well, he does now. He was a soldier. He was a threat. He was an imperial threat. You and I are here now because he's dead.
I mean, just because you're the good guys doesn't mean that you won't have to do bad things. Oh, because someone's been in his house.
It's good.
You sound surprised.
You're better than I am. Can we walk tomorrow?
That sounds nice.
The park. Big one.
I told you they put cameras in.
We can cover it up.
It's so sad that they can't just do things like go for a walk.
We're safe here. I know it's not what we want, but the insanity of the city keeps us safe.
And why are we being so paranoid?
Because you're traumatized.
It's not up to us what we save, what we lose. But I'm trying not to count on anything anymore.
What am I messing up?
I can handle more than you think.
Which is why you're awake every other night.
I'm not Marva. I'm not your sister. I can...
Seriously.
I can handle it.
What am I messing up?
You didn't kill that boy because we're at war. You killed him because he saw my face.
What's the difference?
Because, like, if they are a couple, which I still can't tell if they are or not, then doesn't that mean that she's gonna die? Because obviously we know that he kind of has a thing with Jin. But I kind of hope that they're not a couple and that they're still just friends. Because you don't really see, like, just genuine love between two friends.
Where are you?
The safe room.
You were careful.
Yes, of course, always. Look, I don't have much time.
Sorry. Tell me.
They made contact. I've been invited to a meeting.
A meeting with who?
I don't know. It's public. It's a town hall, but this is them. It's Gorman Front, I know it.
How? How do you know?
I told you I was being watched. They started breaking into the apartment.
I have been fooled.
It has to be them. Who else could it be?
I'm so stupid. I hate myself.
Very good. Well, let's wait and see what happens.
Well, I thought you'd want a brief party, guys.
No. He'll want more than that.
I don't know what I expected. I genuinely thought that he was redeeming himself.
Nage fola disprend Gaston, et vache Dylan gouverne.
I still can't believe this man. I generally had hope for him. I thought that he could realize he was on the wrong side, but he won't.
Yesim das vansim palmo, et Dylan vache krog.
Emblo lesin. Ilambia un nash kroku. Adalvinash kumwa turkrish.
People think the new building is meant to be a fortress. He's telling them he doesn't know.
We know.
Hello.
How are you? Her name is Enza.
Cyril.
Take him out, guys. Take him out.
He's
Please.
an Imperial spy. Be careful.
It's not funny.
He is.
You're very brave to be here.
Am I in danger?
Certainly not from us.
I wish that he was.
We're drowning in rumors, Cyril. Many people are starting to think this new building is more than just an annex.
It is.
I'm not sure why the Empire would build an armory in the middle of Palma, but I'm running out of answers.
Well, I have nothing to do with the annex.
You must have seen the floor plans.
Those are classified.
Certainly, let's wait to the rumors.
I wouldn't know.
This guy's weak. You could break him.
Grand Moff Tarkin killed 500 peaceful, unarmed Gormans in the middle of that plaza. You can imagine how upset we would be to find out there's an Imperial military facility rising over the monument to the fallen.
He does not care.
If you are writing a report, make that your headline.
Unfortunately, the Empire have already made up their minds.
Maybe we can do some good together.
You're talking to the wrong person.
Ashbadorinex.
Dorinex.
Oh, I hate him so much.
Caro Rylance. He's running the Gorman front.
You know him.
In my way. We never met. Clea put a radio in. I can't go. He's too visible. I'm not sure about the group. Gorman would be a remarkable place to turn our way. I need to know more before we get involved.
Hopefully we don't run into Cyril. Don't prove Tim right, guys. Something gonna happen to Bix when he's away. What is that?
I'm Attendant Grimish from ISB Tech. We have reason to believe there are listening devices in this office.
Excuse me?
You heard me. We need everyone out immediately.
I'm afraid you'll have to wait. We're in the middle of an audit.
What you're in the middle of, sir, is an ISB Tech sweep. Everyone in here will be in custody until we finish our evaluation.
What do you mean, custody? On whose authority? This is my office.
Are you refusing a direct Imperial order?
This is insane.
Now you know how it feels. You know what I like about this show as well? Is that they have casted actors that look like normal people. If that makes sense.
This is your first trip to Gorman. As a fashion designer, it's a rite of passage. You've lived in the same place for the last 5 years. 51457. Level 4888, East Narcine, Coruscant.
Remember when he was lying in his bed crying because his mum was mean to him?
You will all now have the pleasure of thorough ISB interview. And there will be new security measures going forward. Because of course, we're bugging our own office!
I just need someone to punch him in the face.
Je m'estends. Et vu tu m'as toccà un pel molanawan.
Being an idiot.
Verse Nossa legenda fix Max Calanu.
Fick Schlupit.
Bibona zo de lab.
Fick Schlupit dan e Saba.
Schlupit dan e Saba e Gigombel Graconaz.
Zeit, dalam spila verjoblo. Klika.
No, because don't think that because of that he hates them. He's just that much of a suck-up that he'll do anything for them to like him.
Never ends, does it? All the hiding.
It will. We'll bring them down or die trying. What else is there?
I'm not as strong as you.
That's just tonight talking.
I'm not loving Coruscant.
It's overwhelming, I know you. You've been struggling.
Are those drugs?
It's remarkable, yes, but between us, I wouldn't do it. There's been some question about the provenance of a certain piece. Oh, nothing to do with Luthen. But Skalden is in a rage about it, and you know, they are taking everything out of there the day after the party for reappraisal.
If he's supposed to be like a fashion designer, does that mean he's gonna have incredible outfits? Look at him with stupid hat. Well, hat's not stupid. He makes it look stupid. He makes anything look stupid, because he is.
Just careful all the way.
I know. I had you followed. Party has insisted.
How long can I stay?
An hour.
An hour?
Turn out the lights.
Can't believe you had me followed.
Turn out the lights.
I'm gonna be sick in my mouth. I'm gonna take my battery about to die at the start of this scene as a sign. I don't want to watch that.
The new Imperial building. You've seen it?
It's hard to miss.
They're building an armory.
In the center of town.
We don't know why. They deny it. It's in violation of the Imperial Charter. We've had sightings. We've slipped people into some of the work crews, but we weren't sure until now. I'm only meeting you because we find ourselves with a unique opportunity. We have a source inside.
No, you don't.
If they pull it off, when it's over, we need to calibrate retribution carefully. We want them growing bolder. They need to see what winning feels like.
I'll make sure things don't get out of hand. Excellent work, Cyril.
Don't say that to him.
Thank you, sir.
We'll keep you briefed.
He's finally gotten some
This is
approval.
the greatest day of my life.
You'd be pathetic, yeah.
Does it spoil everything?
Listen, I know that he didn't have a dad, and that his mum is the way that she is, so he's so desperate for approval, but I just need him to stop.
What have you heard? I need some good news.
You'll have to wait on that. There's another piece. The Choreo chalice, apparently it's a forgery. They're going to examine everything in the collection. They'll find our microphone.
Oh, I was wondering why they were focusing so much on this.
We have to take it out at the party.
And if we can't?
I mean, how hard can it be?
Let it continue. Let them build what they want. Let them persecute us for no reason. And tighten the noose every time we cry out. Is that what you suggest? Is that truly your recommendation?
I have more questions than recommendations.
Not much of a revolutionary, are you?
He's just being smart about it.
Look at you.
He just looked good.
They're not ready, Luthen.
I think they know that. That's why we sent you.
The Empire is building an armory in the center of town. They say it's a new complex office, but everyone knows the truth. There's nothing to be done about it now. And the more trouble they make, the worse it will be.
There's always something to be done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult situation.
They want to hijack an Imperial transport to prove something that everybody already knows is true. Who's gonna care about it?
The Empire will care about it.
Exactly. In a place where they know nothing about fighting.
Yeah, they'll be punished for it.
They're finally wanting to do something. You tell them to be careful.
It doesn't matter to you, does it?
It doesn't matter.
He just doesn't... Cassian doesn't want people to get hurt.
You're thinking small, you're thinking like a thief.
I'm thinking like a soldier.
Think like a leader. Think about a planet like Gorman in rebellion.
Whereas Luthen's thinking of like the bigger picture.
If it goes up in flames?
It will burn. Very brightly.
I mean, Gorman are really just in a situation where there isn't really anything that they can do besides decide to stay quiet and still get treated unfairly or rebel and then get treated worse. Where are we? Oh, where we live. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it looks more like a prison than an apartment block. Tim's rolling in his grave right now.
Look at this place. You cleaned it up.
Like I said, I would have preferred for them to just have been friends. We don't really get that. Like, they always turn any relationship or any friendship into a relationship. Two people can love each other, but not in a romantic way, in a platonic way.
You mess with Biggs. You mess with her behind my back.
You realize what you're putting at risk right now?
What's wrong with you?
This is the second time today you let me down.
You had to know she would tell me.
I thought it would be interesting if you didn't. But now you both disappointed me.
And that's what's most important, right?
Soft on Gorman, but willing to protect Biggs at any cost.
You want my blood. You helped me work this out.
See, that's what I mean. Like, the people that are best to join the rebellion are people that literally have nothing, that have lost everyone. So they don't really have anything to lose because they don't have anyone to lose. But obviously now Cassian does, so Luthen knows that that's gonna impact the way you know, what he's willing to sacrifice and what he's willing to do, because he doesn't want to obviously leave Bix alone or for anything's happened to her. So I can obviously understand both point of views. Luthen's being very, I don't know, but like I don't disagree with what he's saying, but he's very cold about it.
Our friend in Gorm.
He's just reached out, sir. There's an ISB field agent on site. They believe a rebel attack is imminent. There's been a rapid increase in local activity.
Cyril must never know what this is all really about.
I remind myself constantly, sir.
What does Cyril think this is about?
You're driving the transport, right? You're the end of our line, which means you do not move under any circumstances until you are told to do so.
By who? By you? I live here. We've put a lot into this.
Gina. Dib.
Bibu Megapor Varando.
But you ask these people, you need their help.
We're here because you've never done anything like this. I can't stress this enough. You're all going to need to respect the chain of command.
They're emphasizing this a lot, so I feel like they won't.
Nobody else.
I mean, either way, they're screwed, because obviously the Empire has expected this to happen.
We're not stupid. We have the trigger. If it doesn't feel right, we'll walk away.
I'm loving the red hair on her.
I'm sorry I hurt you. I don't know who I am sometimes.
I'm not perfect either.
We're worth more to him separately than together.
Well, that's something we'll have to talk to him about.
I still want to know what her accident was, though. Oh look, he's actually dressed a little bit differently this time.
Senator Organa.
Perrin. Bale, how are you? I'm free. That was my last investiture party of the season.
Also, yeah, I know that is Leia's dad.
They're just setting up now.
Are we on schedule with the targeted shipment?
Yes, sir.
I hate this.
This is actually better than my fantasy. Soak it up. We'll never be back here again. Speak for yourself.
Why are we in the uniform, though?
The Skulden collection awaits.
We're discreetly gathering the chosen.
What fun. I just happen to have my history teacher with me.
I'm surprised he's not accused her of having an affair with Luthen. Also, what happens to the other guy, the one that I assume is dead? Nothing's been said about him that I remember.
You came by the shop to find something for your wife.
What are you doing here?
We had a fascinating conversation. Your friends will think we're flirting. There's no harm in that, is there?
Are you out of your mind?
Doesn't he have a child with someone? I assume he's married. Or with someone.
This is our latest addition. And the Miracle Man who helped secure this very special piece is actually here with us tonight. Director Krennic, Luthen Rail.
What a pleasure.
Ooh.
The Tinian Codex was forged 2,000 years ago on a planet where sight was considered a disability.
And what were you going to do if I wasn't here?
Anything I had to.
Wing it. What is the Empire going to do? Are they just going to let it happen and then, like, do something later? Or do they have a plan to do something right now? Because if we say it's right now, then it seems a bit suspicious.
You know how it is. Insurgencies have a long history of puffing up their failures.
We were taught it was a systematic execution.
Well, that is exactly my point. Criminals love to lie.
So, essentially what you do.
T'aimes-tu que ça sort une bulgèche? Oh, bah non. Figue-nous.
Luthen. Create distraction.
Listen, Drina.
Let's go. Last few boxes. She's not here.
She wandered off.
We're not waiting. We have a minute.
And if he's filming all of this and they see, oh god, I can't remember her name, but Mon Mothma's cousin, and they know that it's her, they could potentially link it back to Mon Mothma and, nah, maybe not Luthen, but they'd be able to track him easier.
Temik Binor e balor. Kumbitem sans pizza mo Binor skedador. Skedador. Dan mo balar 5. Mon traîneau fréjec.
So they went against rules and they had a blaster themselves.
Dalam bishigidrel. Shots fired.
Who did they shoot? Because it looked like it went to someone else. Cinta?
No.
Oh, because people can't listen.
Hey, we need to stand, we have to move. Look at me, look at me. I need help! We have to go! Okay? We have to go!
I can't take her. Ça smoke!
Oh, now you actually want to be helpful? That's so annoying as well. She was quite an interesting character that I wanted to learn more about. It's frustrating that she just died in such a stupid way.
Are you crying? Are you? Look at me.
We said no blasters.
This is on you now. This is like skin. You're taking her with you wherever you go for the rest of your useless life. Don't you look away from me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
She was a warrior. She was everything that you have daydreamed about. She was a blooded, fearless warrior whose loss will be mourned in ways that you will never understand.
Damn, imagine someone speaking about you that way.
Some whining, simpering, foolish child. Don't you dare cry. You'll make up for this forever.
That was a good scene. I mean, sad, but good acting.
Face hurts from smiling.
Complain all you like, it worked.
You should have killed Krennic while we were up there.
If only.
Get in the chair.
I know you.
Get in the chair.
Is this real?
It will only feel like forever.
If this is real, this is everything, but I don't understand how she got in here. How did she get in there, though?
Hey, who are you? Nobody's allowed in here.
Oh, but is this not blowing our cover? Like, what now? Oh, okay. I'm here for it. I'm just a bit confused. Like how? What now? But yeah, these 3 episodes have been really good, as usual. Yeah, that scene with, I can't remember her name. Is it Val? But you know, Mon Mothma's cousin. Honestly, great dialogue, great acting from both of those characters. Got me a bit emotional, and like I said, it was so annoying because I actually thought Cinta was quite an interesting character, and it seemed like they were actually gonna allow us to learn something about her, and it's like, oh no. I think Cyril might actually, he still has the chance to redeem himself, because obviously he doesn't know the big plan for Gorman, I think the name of the planet is. He just thinks obviously they're gonna try and attack the Empire or the building or whatever, so he thinks still that he's doing what he's doing is good, but I don't know. Like I always think that he can redeem himself, but he might not. But it kind of like seems that he might. It seems like that's what they're building it up to. Because that would be top tier character development there. yeah, I'm just really confused by the end because it's like, are they just abandoning, like, are they leaving Luthen and all that? Are they just gonna do their own thing now? Or, you know, like I said, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm just a bit, you know, that's a really, really big thing that they've done there. So I'm excited to see what the response from the Empire is going to be for that next, in the next few episodes. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to be interested to see if, I mean, we probably obviously won't see it, but it would be cool if these characters are still alive. So like I said, they might not be, to see their reaction to what Cassian does in Rogue One. I think that would be cool. But like I said, I don't think Bix, like, I think she has to die or something, because, you know, he did have kind of like that romance with, I think her name was Jin in Rogue One. I mean, obviously he might have just cheated, but I don't know, I don't think that's fitting for Cassian, because obviously, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, excited to see more. I think, because they say that they're releasing 3 episodes, but last season was there not only 12? So we'll get 3 and then 2, maybe, I'm not sure. But I believe this is the last season. Again, I'm not sure. For me, it's like, I wish, honestly, this is one of those shows where it's like, I wish there was more. I know they can only do so much, but it's so good. Like, it's like, I don't know, I just can't praise it enough. Like, everything about it is great. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this reaction, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.